Gears a little bit. Tell me about this party that you had at Mimi and Elmer's house, your mom and dad's house, while they were away in Florida and Texas.
Well, my dad moved this schoolhouse, country schoolhouse, into the farmhouse house yard, and he and I put a big fireplace in it, brick fireplace, and my folks. I was going to Morningside College then, so they go to Florida for part of the winter, so I'd have parties out there for my fraternity and sorority friends, and I remember you could buy a half gallon of Gluckenheim whiskey under $5. So I'd buy a case of that and had all kinds of beer and had parties out there. So a bunch of girls from the dormitory were out there. Well, they got looped, and how they got home I'll never know. But anyway, they all stayed in the dorm, and pounding on the door. Finally, the house mother woke up and let them in. They beat up the house mother. So Monday morning, first class, I got a note, report to the president's office. So I goes down there, and he commenced telling me. I wonder how the heck he knew so much about it. Well, he kicked all them girls out. They're all Methodist ministers' daughters. They're going there free tuition anyway. And then I figured, well, he's going to kick me out. And then he says, I'm planning on coming back next year. No, she, yeah. I said, yeah, I'll be back next year. So I didn't get kicked out. And another party I had was for my kids that I grew up with. And it was a cold winter night. And had that fireplace going wide open and all the booze and beer they could consume. So Arnie Feste, I grew up with him, and he eventually married Sam Craig's sister. Well, that party got so many there they'd overflow into the house. So they'd have a party going in both places. So finally, Helen Ann Craig, they was going together, and she missed Arnie and couldn't find him. Well, he's crawled in his car and fell asleep. Well, if she hadn't missed him, he'd have froze to death, because man, that would have got him in and finally got him thawed out. And now they're both dead. Then another party I had, I knew the Winnebago Indian princess and the Omaha Indian princess. They're both living and working in the Sioux Cities, so I invited them out to another party, and same deal there. As so many come, well, then they went into the house, and my mother's sister was there that time, and they got her looped. Anyway, I remember them Indian girls stayed overnight, because I didn't feel like I was capable of driving them home and back. So anyway, my folks usually called up several days before they arrived back from Florida. Well, this time they didn't call up, and just arrived there when I was gone. And my mother said, "My God, that house, you'd think a bunch of drunken Indians were in here." I started laughing, and she said, "Well, it ain't funny." She didn't notice she hit it right on the head.